Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, the market is green today. This is Sam. If you like this video, at the end of the video after watching, now please make sure you like the video and subscribe for more videos, for more content from me. Alright, so the market is looking green right now. EOS is at 21%, Bitcoin 5%, Ripple 5%, Ethereum 5%. All right. We're not talking about markets today. What we want to do today is look at Ethereum, EOS, and TRON. You know, these are my three favorite. But there's been a lot of food about EOS and sometimes about TRON, and it's kind of like a war between these two and these two, right? But let's see the differences and the uniqueness of each of them. So let's dive right into that. So the first place we're going to go to is blocktivity. Now this is clearly beyond the Ford. Now remember, this video is not meant to talk down on any or on any crypto project or any blockchain. We're just checking facts, right? Hard facts. We're just checking facts. So EOS obviously is doing well. As you can see, it's handling 23 million transactions within 24 hours and is using just 1.92% of its capacity to handle over 23 million transactions within the past 24 hours. Now Wax is using the same software that EOS is using, which is the EOS IO software, and Wax is doing 3.6 million transactions and by using 0.3% of its capacity. Now Tron is really doing good. Tron is using 1.5 million operations, rather, not transactions, operations. So this guy is using just transactions. I'll drop a link to an article so you can read the difference between operations and transactions, right? Tron is using 0.88% of its capacity, and the next guy we're comparing is what? Ethereum. Ethereum is doing 500,000 transactions, and Ethereum is using 100% of its capacity, and it has 72,000 unconfirmed transactions. Now compare these three. No, EOS, Tron, and Ethereum. Ethereum is really doing bad. But hopefully, we think that by 2020 Ethereum is going to be okay. It's going to be scalable. But for now, we have to give it to EOS, right? So despite all the Ford, all the crazy articles that have been creating about Ford, about EOS, I think they're just creating those articles because EOS is really doing good, and EOS is less than 6 months old, and that's why they are trashing it really hard. Now remember, all of these transactions don't have fees. Transaction on the EOS blockchain don't have fees. There are no fees on each of these transactions. They are free. There are little transactions on the Tron blockchain, and there are some transactions here too. Right now, some might say, yeah, but you have to stake your EOS tokens to make a transaction. Well, you're actually staking your tokens. Now let me give a little explanation. EOS is like going to a shopping mall, maybe a 2-story building shopping mall, and for you to use the 3-story building shopping mall, you have to stake 3 EOS tokens, right? So if you stake 1 EOS token, you can only shop at the first floor. You stake 2, you can shop at the first and second floor, and then you stake 3, you can shop at this at all the floor, first, second, and third. Right? I hope my explanation does that well. And guess what? Once you're done shopping, let's assume even though you want to shop for 1 year, is left to you. Once you're done shopping, you can unstake your tokens and go your way, making it 100% free. Right? But there are transactions here and there are transactions here. And one other thing that we have to give it up for EOS is that EOS addresses are readable, and the addresses here on Tron and Ethereum are not readable. You see, so if you have let's assume your son's name is Sam 6 Joe, you see, you can easily just send, if he needs money on let's assume there's an emergency, you can easily just send money to him. But if there's an emergency and your son only accepts Tron or Ethereum, how can you easily send money to him if you don't have his address memorized in your head? You see, so it's a problem, right? So we have to give it to EOS, and of course we're just checking what is unique about each of them. Now remember, what is unique about Tron is that it's way faster than Ethereum. Of course, it's way faster than Ethereum, and there are some dApps on Tron. You can build that on EOS, but for this category, EOS takes the lead. You see, all these transactions, the transactions in these operations are all free. There are little fees here, but it's way faster than Ethereum. Right? See, Ethereum is really doing bad. All right, so let's check something else. So we've talked about readable addresses. You see, so if you're building a game on something like Ethereum, you see, how can I send? Let's assume I want to pay you on the game. How can I easily know who you are on the game if the addresses are not readable? It's quite difficult, but we have readable addresses on the on the EOS blockchain. Like this is an EOS block explorer, and this is my username Sam62. You can easily just, let's assume this is a game dApp on the Ethereum on the EOS blockchain. You can easily just with me, maybe add me to your game, and then we'll play whatever game you want to play. But on the Ethereum blockchain, it's actually not that easy because the addresses are not readable. So let's also check other sweet advantage that EOS has over Tron and EOS and Ethereum. Now, if you take your tokens, your EOS, it takes 3 days for it to get unstaked back to your account. Now, this comes in handy maybe when your account gets compromised, your account get hacked. You can come back after 2 days and notice, hey, someone just accessed my account without my permission, and you can easily change your keys and get your money back. But on Ethereum blockchain, once your private keys are stolen and someone has an account, your money leaves your account instantly and is gone forever. And we can have huge blockchain adoption with stuff like that. But on EOS, you can stake your account and maybe travel. When you get back from where you travel to, you can still have access to your account. And if you find anything funny or fishy in your account, you can easily change your private keys and gain full access back to your account. Now let's check the number of transactions per second. Now the highest transaction per second Ethereum has done is 6.4 transactions per second, and that is really poor. And it's really poor, but hopefully, like I said, by 2020, by the time Ethereum 2.0 comes out, this might shoot up a little bit. But let's see how Tron is doing. Right, so Tron maximum transaction per second is 748, and this is really way higher than what Ethereum has done so far. Alright, so this is EOS. EOS has done 3,996 transactions per second, and this is huge. This is remarkable. Before EOS came out, before Tron came out, the people in the blockchain space, they were shouting for, they were saying we need what's it called, scalable blockchain. And now we have a scalable blockchain. They are fighting the scalable blockchain, and this is just the hard facts, guys. So let's go to our last points for this video. There are so many points we give, but this okay, we're going to the second to the last point right now. Okay, so these are the dApps on Ethereum. So what we want to see is the number of users on each of these dApps. Now, someone was saying there are more dApps on Ethereum than EOS. That EOS has EOS and Tron, they don't have a future because Ethereum has more dApps, and that's a very stupid statement to make. Why? It doesn't matter the number of dApps you have. What matters is one who is currently using this dApp, right? Now, the dApp here, as you can see, now this stuff is arranged in these are the number of users on each of the phones on Ethereum. So this guy has 600 users. This guy has 400. This guy has 422. 300, 186. So it keeps going down in descending order. Right. So the maximum here is 6. 625. That's the maximum. This is just an advert, right? Let's check TRON. All right, so this is TRON. This is a 2,000 users on the first dApp, TRON bet, and the next one is 1,000 users, and this is 400, 200, 225, 224, 162. All right, so let's go check the last man standing, EOS. All right. So this is the last man standing. This is okay. This is an advert. So number one is EOS night. So 3,000. This is almost 4,000. 3,900 users. This is 3,400 users. This is 2,400 users. This is 1,500. This is 1,500. 1,000. 1,900. This is way bigger than what we have on Tron and bigger than what we have on Ethereum blockchain, right? So you can see the reason why there is so much fraud on EOS, because EOS is leading. So those guys that don't want EOS to spoil their businesses, just this is the last platform we're going to check. So as you can see, these are platforms. These are total dApps, daily active users, transaction in 24 hours, volume 24 hours, and number of contracts, right? As you can see, of course, when it comes to, okay, let's start from the first one, total dApps. EOS has 103 dApps. Now remember, EOS is less than 7 months old, and Ethereum has been here for a long time. So of course, that's why there is so much difference when it comes to total number of dApps, right? So this other guy has 13, and this guy has 22, right? So we're working with these two since Tron is not here. Now, daily active users. Now, despite the fact that you have more dApps, you have less users. So who is using this 2,000 plus dApps? So daily users on the EOS blockchain is 28,000. Now, despite the fraud, every day you see different types of fraud articles or fraud videos about EOS. They still have lots and lots of users. That means if there were no fraud, this would have been maybe 4 or 5 times or even 10 times the number of users. So Ethereum has and this is 28,000, right? So now transactions within the past 24 hours. This is 983,000 transactions within the past 24 hours. But when you compare to what we have on Blocktivity, now remember, Blocktivity is giving you number of operations, no number of transactions. They are two different things. So we have 983,000 transactions within the past 24 hours. And remember, this 923 transactions have no fees embedded in them. But this 69,000 transaction has fees. So let's go to volume in 24 hours. Within the past 24 hours, we've had, of course, we know, okay, let's just say it out. So we have 14 million within the past 24 hours, and this is 53,000. Now, number of contracts, 164 contracts. Now, remember, EOS is less than a year old, and Ethereum has been here for a long time. That's why we have so much number of contracts here. Now, most of these contracts obviously are projects that were abandoned, during the time of ICO and all that. But the real figures to look out for here is active users and transaction within 24 hours and volume. Now, of course, the best place to check it is on Blocktivity, where Blocktivity says shows us the operations, because a transaction can carry several transactions in it. That's why we have operations here instead of transaction. Right, guys, so these are the hard facts between these three blockchains, and of course this is not I'm not telling you to buy anyone, neither am I'm just giving you the clear differences between each of them. What makes this one different, what makes EOS different from Ethereum, different from Tron, which one is currently faster, which one has the highest transaction per second, which one has fees, you see, and which one has more users. So with this information, I think you guys can judge for yourself to see which blockchain is actually doing really well right now and which blockchain is ready for the future. So if you like this video, please like the video and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys.